Hey guys, so I really liked doing this video the other day where I tried a bunch of new products, so that's what I'm doing here today. I'm just going to continue trying out some new products. I bought a new thing and I have a bunch of other products that I just haven't tried yet. So let's get into this video. Okay, so I have two things I'm starting out with. So first I'm starting out with this Peter Thomas Raw Skin to Die For No Filter Mattifying Primer and Complexion Perfector. I have not used this yet, but I honestly love Peter Thomas Raw stuff. I've been really wanting to try it. I actually got this in a Sephora Play box a while back. I had been wanting to try it for the longest time. It reminds me of the Perfection Primer from Benefit. Just like the color wise, it's a little smoother than what I remember that one feeling like. It has like shimmers in it. Okay, the feeling when you rub it in feels just like the Benefit one, but it's super smooth. Because I have dry skin, it would kind of dry my skin out more, whereas this one feels like it's kind of moisturizing while being mattifying. So if the Perfection primer doesn't work for you, maybe try this one, but it definitely gives me that same vibe. The next product I have is the Suva Beauty Trust Fund Liquid Chrome Illuminating Drops. And I was just gonna drop a couple drops on my face to use this under my concealer. Okay, so right off the bat, the dropper doesn't seem to be catching stuff very well. I'm getting more from outside the dropper than in the dropper. These are really pretty though, like just such a pretty gold shade. I probably should have used a brush to blend this because it seems a little hard to blend with my beauty sponge. I put a lot on my nose, so I'm gonna be a glazed donut today. I am definitely glowing. I don't know if you can tell how much I'm glowing, but I am glowing. Okay, so the next product is not a new product. I do not have any new brow pencils, so I'm just going in with the ColourPop Precision Brow Pencil. And I am just not gonna show this part. I'll show the after of my brows because I have shown you guys my brows too many times this week. Okay, so now I have my brows done. They may look a little crazy right now because I haven't concealed them yet, and that is because I do have a new concealer for you guys today. I have been wanting to try this for a while now. This is the Winky Lux Peeper Perfection Under Eye Concealer. This is a full coverage concealer, and I love trying new concealers. When I found out that this came out in Target, I was so freaking excited. So I am honestly pumped to try this. So right off the bat, I'm just gonna say, I thought this would be like a normal concealer, like having the normal, you know, concealer brush like this. But this is one of the ones that you have to squirt out. So this is gonna be fun to use. I actually just cleaned all of my brushes. So I think I will need a setting powder with this concealer because it is pretty dewy. Even though I'm pretty sure it said that it's matte, so that's a little weird. Lucky for you guys, I have a lot of setting powders that I have not tried yet, so this will be perfect timing. Okay, for the glow drops, you do not need a lot of them at all because I can still see the ones from under my nose and they did not blend very well. So now I have this little spot on my nose from that. I'm gonna have to try to blend out. Also, if you're new and you haven't seen my videos, I do not wear foundation anymore. I just wear concealer. So just in case you're wondering why I'm putting the concealer all over my face, it's because of that. So guys, first impressions on this concealer. It is a full coverage concealer, it's just that it definitely can use some buildup. Like when I was doing my eyes, I had to use like 2 coats, and the same with my under eye. I put 1 drop and then 1 drop wasn't enough, so I put like another tiny drop. But it is very buildable. The only thing I will say is that it did not cover this zit. that I have over here. It is an under eye concealer, so that could be it. I didn't realize that it was an under eye concealer until I had already bought it, so at that point it was just kind of like, okay, well, I'll use it anyways, you know? I don't know how much that will affect the fact that I'm wearing it all over my face, but I really like this like dewy look, but I am definitely going to set it with some setting powder. I just need to go grab one real quick. Okay, so everyone asked me how I get that perfect like model makeup, like it's so like smooth and everything. And how I do it is I put on my bronzer blush before I set my face, because then like you put the powder over everything so that then it makes it just look like airbrushed on. So that is the key. So I have this bronzer that I'm using again because I do not have a new one to use. I'm using the ColourPop bronzer, and I'm just going to use just this regular little powder brush. Okay, so I don't have a new blush for you guys either, so I'm just using my Kitten Baby blush by Kylie Cosmetics. I'm just gonna set my brows real quick with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Okay, so now for the translucent powder, I am using this Cartier London Extraordinary Translucent Powder, and I actually got this in an Ipsy box a while back, and I've been wanting to try it since I got it. It's always kind of nerve-wracking for me to use a new one because I don't know how I feel about it, but I'm really excited to try this because I have been wanting to try it and it's just been sitting in its drawer, so it'll be good for me to try a new one. And maybe become obsessed with it, you never know. I'm just going to be using this giant brush that I got from Wish. I have not even used this yet, so it is a brand new clean brush. I'm just gonna dip it in the product and put it all over my face. I'm also going to use this little brush because I feel like this one I'll be able to get under the eyes a little easier than this one. Okay, so far I feel like this powder just feels really nice. I think it looks good too, honestly. I mean, everything looks smoother now, so I feel like it did a good job. I don't really have anything bad to say about it at this point. So, all good things. Okay, so the next step is highlighter, and I am going to be using this highlight palette by Carity, and I'm just going to be using this Delight and Beckon shade. These are a little bit darker than my skin tone, I feel like right now, but we're going to try it out anyways. I'm just going to be using this brush. That's a really nice subtle highlight. It's not like boom in your face, it's just a nice highlight. I like it, especially with what we already have on under. That one's already showing through, so I feel like this is the perfect shade to go with it. Okay, so now that we are done with highlight, we are going to be going in with eyeshadow. For eyeshadow, I'm going to be using this Rosé All Day palette, and this one's from Carity as well. I honestly got these a while back. Like, if you've been watching my vlogs for a while, then you would have seen I got this palette, a lot of these products, a while back, and I just haven't got to use them yet. So I'm really excited because I freaking love the looks that I've seen with this palette. I have seen so many of my friends posting pictures using this palette and they just all look stunning. So I'm really excited to use it. I'm gonna start out with this shade called Bottled Up. I'm going to go with like a nice half cut crease. Okay, I love that these shades are super blendable and there's not much fallout either, so it's just perfect. I hate when there's like really good palettes but they have so much fallout because you waste so much product. But this one does not have like any fallout at all. Okay, so I'm going to take this smaller brush and I'm going to blend that at the bottom now. I'm hoping my makeup doesn't look too crazy. I am filming a couple audition tapes after this. Might just be a little much, but also maybe that's what they want, so I don't know. So now I'm going to go in with this Duchess shade. Okay, so the next shade that I'm going to use is Hooray. Okay, so now I'm going to cut my crease. I said I didn't want to go crazy, and then I put the brightest pink shade on my lid. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the shade Fizz on my inner lid. So now I'm going to go with Pop in the inner corner, and then I'm going to drag Fizz down. So I'm going in with this Beauty Bakery Lollipop liner, and I have used this once before, but it's been a long time. Like, I don't even remember using it. So the wings aren't even, but the liner, honestly, not my favorite because I really like a really thin tip, and this one's not the thinnest, so it is a little harder to do a natural wing, I feel like. But I do like the formula and everything. All of that is perfect. It's just the fact that the tip isn't that fine. I don't have a new mascara for you guys, so I'm just going to be using my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. I think I'm going to use my Angelic lashes today. Well, something's going on outside because there's a lot of honking. Okay, yeah, these lashes are definitely going to be perfect for this look. So my lashes are drying now with the glue. Do I want a gloss or do I want a matte? Trying to choose a shade for lipstick is always my hardest part. I always struggle. It's just really hard to pick a shade for this look because it's so like bright, and I just don't want the lip shade to like clash with it, you know? Maybe I do need to go with the darker lip. I don't know. I just need like a perfect nude. I'm gonna try this Kat Von D shade. Maybe that'll work. I feel like this is a perfect mixture between the two shades. This one's in the shade Ludwig. Okay, so I have never used this one before, and so far it goes on super creamy, but now it's starting to feel a little thick. So here is the finished look. Honestly, guys, altogether, I think these products really did make a really nice look. I'm not sure how I feel about all of the products, honestly, just like as a whole. The concealer was a little bit light. Yeah, it's definitely a little light, but it's definitely supposed to be a concealer, so that makes sense. Honestly, everything else so far I really like. I like the way the eyeshadow came out. It did come out a little more pink than I had thought I was gonna go with, but that's totally fine. You know, I feel like makeup artistry is a process, and sometimes you have no clue where the process is going to take you. So it's just a little journey, a little makeup journey, and it's super fun, and I just really love doing this. So if you guys would like more videos, let me know. I definitely have some other products I need to test out, so I may do this like once a week now. I hope you guys all have an amazing day. I love you all so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!